Hi, I'm Mick Hollison, and today I'll be joined by Rob Bearden, CEO and co-founder of Semaphore.ai. How do you see the market landscape, and where does Semaphore.ai fit into that landscape?
Yeah, well, we've talked about there's different kinds of agents that are very purpose-driven for what they do, what they're designed to execute on. And so we think about it categorically into 3 or 4 categories. On the first category is the DIY agents, and they tend to be open source frameworks that are very developer-centric, developer-driven, bottom-up constructed, and they do a really good job in the role they play in the IT stack, developer-driven. On the other side of that,
So Rob, just let me pause you for a moment there. So are these people whose native tongue is Python? Like that's how we should think of those DIY guys?
Well, there's various kinds of framework, but
okay.
The modern approach to building agents is clearly Python-driven developers and Python-driven frameworks, for sure. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you were going to move on to the next category here.
Yeah. The next side is really purpose-driven agents, and those are things that are built. A great example of that is customer service, customer support, or revenue management, HR onboarding, ITSM, and those are very purpose-driven agents that are defined to be a very specific process, a very specific path. And the issue that the enterprise, in order to adopt that, they need to be prepared to transform and apply their operating model specifically into the construct of how that agent works and executes. And when they do, they get very effective, very defined, disciplined outcomes. And there's a great role, and that's been very effective in roles of agents. Then there's the hyperscalers, and they tend to play more the co-pilot role, and those are assisted driven, largely coding assisted code, automated code generation. They tend to be very focused on the IT stack, so HR onboarding or ITSM services, and very effective in the roles that they play. We with our approach at Semaphore, we're very focused on a horizontal platform. And we want to be very focused on delivering and executing on knowledge work for the business process owner. So the business process owner hires humans, they train humans, they're training those humans to do best practice outcomes. They know the KPIs or the compliance standards that they have to deliver the work to accomplish. And they train the workflow and how to get it. And they use applications, SaaS applications typically. They use operational data. They use transactional data from various systems. And the goal of the Semaphore platform is to let them simply define the outcome in our studio, and then our AI-driven runbook constructs that agent reasoning path. It knows the data and applications that it needs to build the reasoning for that agent to execute its outcome. And so we're a horizontal platform that gives the enterprise and ISVs the ability to build and deploy their knowledge worker agents.